Are the four fundamental forces truly four unrelated magical forces? Or is there another explanation? According to energy filament theory, the forces are simply four natural responses from the same energy sea at different scales. Gravity forms a tension slope. Electromagnetism creates textured slopes. The strong interaction fills in gaps, and the weak interaction handles instability and reorganization. If you think of these forces as a road network, you'll see that what we call force is simply a choice of path. It's about sliding along the last cost direction. Gravity is like a rubber road formed on a steep slope, where letting go causes you to slide down. Electromagnetism is like a surface that has straight and spiral textures. If the filaments align, the force flows smoothly. If misaligned, it becomes rough. The strong interaction is like ripping open a small slit in the fabric. The sea will tear it apart and smooth it over to prevent a bare hole from forming. The gluon acts like a disturbance wave on a colored bridge, maintaining the dynamic balance of the bridge while filling the cracks with the seeds of quarks. The weak interaction is like a tangled knot, where the easiest way isn't pulling harder, but reconnecting and rearranging the sequence. The extra tension first squeezes into a short-lived transition state. In the equations, you call it the W or Z boson, which rapidly converts into electron and neutrino filaments at the end of the process. More importantly, when the state of the sea changes, all four forces fall silent. This season, we describe three extremes. The boiling state, like a pot of soup, where noise overwhelms everything. The slopes and textures barely begin to form before they are wiped out. The early universe and black hole cores became a graveyard of forces in this state. The decoupling state, like a deflated membrane, is when the tension is so loose that the chain of force transmission is broken, and the signal travels as slowly as ripples in water. Forces are theoretically written, but cannot be transmitted far. This creates a desert of forces, where the universe slowly collapses over time. The final extreme is our predicted quiet hole, a bubble of tension mountain, where the internal tension is so weak that matter can't stay. The entire structure must spin at high speed to resist being flattened. The outer shell has a sharp gradient in tension. Light filaments passing through are forced to take the path around the peak, causing a lensing effect that is strong but different from the black hole's funnel-like distortion. Near a black hole's event horizon, this slope isn't a perfectly smooth surface, but rather a coarse tension skin. Even a brief fluctuation in this skin is enough to cause quantum tunneling and black hole evaporation to coexist in the same model. In magnetars, the textures are twisted to extremes, and the high-frequency fluctuations of the vacuum are pushed past the filament threshold, causing electrons and lights to shoot out directly. The beams of particles in particle colliders are not just directed at tiny particles flying along specific paths. Instead, they resemble confinement waves that break apart into mesons and nucleon showers once they leave the colored tubes. These phenomena will leave detectable fingerprints in the sky. The effort you feel when pushing a box or braking a car. The heat and light emitted by a light bulb. These are essentially changes in the map of tension and texture. You pay the cost of rewriting the map. The difference lies in who picks up the bill. Is it turned into heat and noise, fragmented showers, or temporarily stored and reorganized by a wave package? Gravity, the weakest-looking force, controls galaxies and cosmic structures because it is the global background slope. Electromagnetism binds atoms, chemistry, and life to textures, while the strong and weak forces, though seemingly confined to the microscopic world, decide nuclear ignition, supernova explosions, and neutron star extremes. When you place these four forces back into the energy sea, at the extremes, forces either boil over and drown out the rules, become so loose they break the chain, or roll into a quiet hole with near silence. So, the final sentence of this season is quite simple. The four forces are not four separate departments. They are simply four different conditions of one sea. We recommend revisiting the detailed breakdown of the series in Season 8, and tapping the following. Share it on New Physics, Clear Universe.